Okay, so a quick recap of what we have done. We've installed a joystick in our robot. We've installed a ROS package for it, and we saw that the whole thing worked. And we launched it through this launch file. And after that, what we did the whole thing, we redid the whole thing inside a Docker image. So we've added a Docker file, and this was the file, and inside we've installed the ROS package and everything, and we've launched it using the command of ROS launch. And then, after we did that, we compiled it and ran it locally to see that it works. And finally, we've pushed it into the Docker Hub, so now it is in the cloud. So the next step now is to actually write a JSON definition file and then upload this JSON file to the Nimbus system and see that it actually works. So let's go ahead and start. So in our folder, I've made this JSON file, xboxcontroller.json. So let's go through the details. So these are the minimum requirements for our JSON. The name, an Xbox controller. It is a ROS1 component. We can write any description that we want. And in the environment, this is important, we are referring it to the image file in the Docker Hub. So Cognibus / Xbox controller and the latest version. And the commands, it is exactly like in the Docker file. ROS launch and this whole folder and then the launch file. So as before, the whole folder and the launch file. It is privileged. And in the streams, we can see that we have an output stream named joy, and the ROS topic for it is joy orig, okay, original. And the type is sensor messages.joy. This is straight from the ROS tutorial of the joystick. So this is our JSON file. And now what we want to do is to upload it into the Nimbus system. Okay, so let's go inside the Nimbus system and let's click on components. And let's add a new component. Let's call it Xbox controller. We can upload an image if you want. Let's go to downloads and we have here the image. And let's choose a none for the category. We can set it to public if we want to. And here we upload the JSON file. So it's in the desktop, joystick docker, and Xbox controller.json. Let's create. And we can see that it was created here. Okay, Xbox controller. We can edit it if we want to. Okay, and we can also download the JSON file to see that it is actually the current version. So we have here the Docker info, so this is the image, and this is the command list, and so on. Okay, so now we can go to our robot, test2, and we can see that it has the talker and the listener from the previous tutorials. And let's click on the configuration and edit. And now let's add a new component. From the uncategorized, we'll choose the Xbox controller. Add component. So here it is. Okay, and we can see that it outputs. We can see that it outputs this sensor messages.joy. Okay, let's save the changes. Confirm. Let's deploy. Confirm. And we've deployed it into test2 robot. Let's click on our robot, test2. Let's scroll down. We can see that it is installing the talker, the listener, and now the joystick. So everything is installed, and we need to wait for it to be active in order to view the results. Okay, so it's done, and let's click on streams. And as before, let's add a stream viewer, and let's choose text and Xbox controller joy. Let's add the stream. And as I move the joystick, we can see the values that are being changed. So basically, as I move the joystick and the values are being changed, you can now write an algorithm that inputs these values and then output something else. Let's say in which direction and in which velocity to move the robot. So this is it for now, and see you in the next tutorials.